ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce the Honorable Minister for Urban Development. I've known Mr. Nath for now, I think, almost 4 decades. I've seen him when he's young and reckless, getting lathis on, is it Janpath? I think it was Janpath, not Rajpath, Janpath, part of the Sanjay Gandhi Brigade. And he's been a politician for all these decades, and I've known that he's a very versatile politician. He's won his election 8 times from Chhindwara, a constituency which is so well developed. He's also a person who's actually got a network of friends and allies, not only in India, where he's as the Minister of Parliamentary Affairs. We've seen his talent in the last few sessions. He's got friends across the aisle. I've seen that he's got a network across the world. He's respected by world leaders. It's indeed a privilege to have him here. So without much ado, may I ask Kamal Nath to please address us. Thank you.
How do we create planned suburbanization? We've seen Gurgaon, the development of Gurgaon. We've seen the development of Noida. We are seeing people, Delhi growing in all directions. Delhi cannot expand laterally because on one side there's Haryana, on the other side there's UP. So Delhi has got to have a very Delhi-specific master plan, which takes care because other cities, other states can expand. Other cities can expand. Large cities can even expand laterally. Delhi cannot expand laterally. And whenever I talk of suburbanization, I always say that you cannot have suburbanization without having a proper transportation policy. If there's a proper transportation network, then only you can have proper suburbanization and transportation which is accessible, safe, affordable, and quick, comfortable, and reliable. The metro is playing a very big role here. And we are now in phase 3. We are going to start phase 4. When we complete phase 4, we would have the largest metro in the world, 440 kilometers. Forget about phase 5 when it comes. 440 kilometers of metro, which is larger than the London Underground. This is one means. But then we've got to also look at other means. How do we integrate different means of transport, whether it is the light rail transport system or the monorails? The 12th five-year plan has stated that India is using its urban land very inefficiently, which is a fact. And I come in for a lot of criticism on this when I say we have a very low FAR. We have an average FAR of 4, whereas the world average is 10. And there is a lingering bias against vertical cities. People will be critical, but nobody gives an alternative. What is the alternative? We have to accommodate people. We have to accommodate this growth. There's a difference in trying to do it in areas which are existing and in new areas. When I talk of high-rise, I talk of high-rise in new areas, where we can build the carrying capacity. In the existing areas, you cannot build the carrying capacity. But at least for the new areas where we are building, we must look at high-rise because there's no choice. In the next 20 years, there will be no land available, and with soaring prices. At the same time, it's very important that we look at the economically weaker sections. Economically weaker sections which commercially sometimes are not viable because of the cost of land. Now, if any developer wants to build economically weaker section, the houses for economically weaker sections, with the price of land, is just not viable. So government has to step in. And I'm sure that with the steps we've taken in the last 2 years for Delhi, they will be visible over the next 2 years, and hopefully will be well received by the people of Delhi. Thank you very much.
There seems to be general awareness that urbanization is a big problem and the future for India, and the fact that this is happening by default. and there seems to be a lack of planning. There's talk about the fact that cities will turn into slums very soon, the big cities, unless we do something about it. Is there a problem in the way the government is organized in terms of taking an integrated approach to this problem? I mean, your ministry, housing ministry separate, transport separate. I mean, just getting anything through takes years and years and years. Is it the structure is all wrong, plus the state subject? So this whole issue of FAR, you talked a lot about Delhi, but the other cities, how do you handle this in India? Do we need to reorganize the way government treats this problem?
There is a structural problem undoubtedly, everywhere, because urbanization and building urban infrastructure was not looked at until the last 5-6 years in the way it should have been looked at. It was all happening, all urban infrastructure was absolutely need-based and crisis-based. So there is a need, like in Delhi we have the Delhi Development Authority, we have the MCD, we have the Delhi Urban Arts Commission, and then we have the Ministry of Urban Development. Certainly there is a lot of overlap in this. And I have initiated a process of defining what everybody's rules are. Now within DDA, they have a management group, they have a planning group, and they have all kinds of things happening there. DDA is really, I think DDA needs to be restructured to start off with.
My simple question is that the urbanization is going on all around the Delhi, but we are just simply taking away the land of our farmers. The dear farmers who are producing the best possible food for all of us to live in this world. Why can't we have a policy to have this urbanization being done or this development being done on the lands which are useless, the lands which cannot be used for the production of food?
We must be very clear. Delhi cannot be used for farming. That is at the heart of the master plan, where we said, you had in the earlier master plan, you had agricultural land, which you call the farmhouses, where you're supposed to build, I don't know, something like 2,000 square feet. So these farmhouses, they were neither a farm, neither a house. So I completely did away with that in the policy. I was very much criticized for that, but I thought that's what Delhi needed. That we can't start building, having these kind of philosophies and emotions that about Delhi. You are right, absolutely right, that we cannot give up good agricultural land. Now, in the new land acquisition policy, it lays down what land can be acquired. What is the cropping? How many crops does that land have? So triple crop land cannot be acquired. Only single crop land can be acquired.